My heart is beating, bro.
A group of teenagers is exploring an abandoned building in Michigan. A few feet away is something they were never meant to find.
You want me to get close up for you? Hey, Come on, Aiden.
Police will find out this isn't just a body. It's the first thread of a group of 6 people who called themselves a family and killed one of their own. It's a late Thursday evening in Frenchtown Township, Monroe County, Michigan. 7 high schoolers decide to explore Boysville, a closed juvenile detention center that sat empty for years. Within minutes of stepping inside, they find a body under a tarp and immediately start filming.
Tell me this. Hey, I don't want. I'm not looking either. Look.
Bro, you could be shocked.
You want me to get close up for you? Hey, Here, moving.
Wait, am I moving? Hold up.
Yes. Here, I'm gonna be. Move the door. Kick that door off. There's no camera.
Come on, Aiden.
Despite knowingly trespassing, one of them calls it in anyway.
Monroe County 911. What's the address of your emergency?
Hi. So we were exploring a abandoned building, and I think we found a dead body.
Okay, what was the address?
Right now we're at the Monroe Travel Center.
Where was the address you were exploring?
It's the old student center, or like an old school or something.
You're pretty far away from Netto.
Yeah, because we drove away and we didn't know what to do.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Like, he moved a door that was on the ground, and underneath it there was a tarp, and under the tarp he saw a foot.
Can you give me a call when you get back to the pilot center?
Yes.
Michigan State Police are dispatched. With no power in the building and a possible homicide scene waiting inside, officers clear the building room by room before they can even approach the body. Under the tarp is a young woman in her maybe mid-20s to early 30s. Officers' first theory, given the location, is that she's homeless and her cause of death was possibly an overdose. But that theory falls apart almost immediately. She's covered in an unfamiliar substance, surrounded by candles with markings scratched across her legs. A portable fingerprint scanner gives investigators their first real answer. She's not a stranger to the area at all. She's a local, identified as 23-year-old Kayla Sedoskey. Paramedics confirm she's been dead for some time and that her injuries are consistent with 3 gunshot wounds. Detectives pull CCTV footage from the area going back 2 weeks and finally spot her. She was seen on February 15th around 10 p.m., leaving her apartment on Rosler Street and walks across the Rosler Street Bridge. An hour later, she's back on camera on the same bridge, but this time she stops, turns around, and gets into a black Mercury Milan with the same dress she'll later be found dead in. Officers runs the plate on the black Mercury Milan, and it comes back to 45-year-old Stephen Bales, Kayla's ex-boyfriend, and a man she'd previously taken out a protective order against. Investigators go to his house for questioning, but was greeted with a note taped to the door. He and his wife Narina have left for their honeymoon. The timing reads less like coincidence and more like an exit. The question detectives are chasing from here isn't just who murdered Kayla, but how many people were involved and how far does this group go? 2 weeks pass with no sign of Stephen. Then, over 100 miles away in Ohio, a 19-year-old named Bryn Smith calls 911 saying someone is trying to kill him.
This is my aunt, by the way. She knows like everything going on.
She on FaceTime?
Yeah, she's on FaceTime. She's you can't really see her.
I can see it. Okay. Good.
So he's wanted for murder right now in Monroe, Michigan, for the Kayla Sedoskey death. And I was apparently wanted for it as well at some point, but I had left his house today, just ran away from him because like he never gives me He's like weird. He'll keep you at his house. He'll use you for your money.
Do you have any ID on you?
I have nothing on me except my tablet, my phone, and socks.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do, just because I don't know you. I'm just going to pat you down.
That's fine.
Do you have any knives or anything on you?
No, just socks.
Okay, well, somebody pat you down. Do you live here?
No, this is some strange funny called God's. I lived with him, and he won't let you leave his house when you're there. He's weird. He will hurt you. I have videos of the person that did it admitting to it.
Oh, wow.
Because I lived with all of them in the house together, like in one bedroom. And she was acting real funny one day, so I had like walked away and I called her on my own phone and I got videos of her.
Why don't we go out of the seat in the back of this officer's car on the other side?
Ohio officers have no idea they've just stepped into a Michigan homicide investigation. They bring Bryn in, and Michigan State Police get on the phone because Bryn says something that stops everyone in the room. He has a video of Kayla's actual killer confessing.
So who do you think killed this girl?
I know who killed her. I got the video right here to show you.
Okay, well, let's see it, my man.
You can obviously tell I was shocked as hell.
How many? I know you didn't say the number I heard, right? 16?
You've killed 16 people is what I said.
And you see I haven't never been to jail for it.
And you see I've never been in jail for it. And now I have one more video of her admitting that I was the killer of Kayla, basically.
Why did you do it? Threatened my son.
She threatened my son. Apparently, she threatened her son at church. That's the most I know of that.
And how'd she kill her?
She said that she shot her twice.
Okay.
On the video.
The woman in the video is 34-year-old Kaylyn Ramsey, appearing to admit not just to Kayla's murder, but to 15 others. Bryn describes a group living in a one-bedroom apartment under Steven's control, Steven taking their food stamp cards and calling it a family, warning that leaving meant becoming the next target. It's the first time the word cult gets used out loud in this investigation. Officers reach out to Kaylyn for questioning, and she agrees to come in for an interview with a lawyer, seemingly confident she can talk her way out.
We're going to be asking you a lot of questions. A lot of these questions we already know the answer to. So, you know I don't play games, you know that? We went and got him to make sure you had him here. Right? That's important, that I want to make sure you feel comfortable. So, what's going wrong right now?
Me living my life in fear.
And why are you living in fear?
Because of this guy, Steven Bales.
Okay, why are you so afraid of Steven Bales?
He's threatened my life.
Okay, how did he threaten you?
He's threatened to kill me.
Okay. Do you know Kayla Sedoskey?
I knew of her. She was one of my friends at one point until I moved out here 3 years ago and we lost contact.
Tell me about her. Tell me about Kayla.
She was such a sweetheart. Oh my God. She even loved my youngest son. She was a sweetheart. She was just like me, outgoing, laid back, calm, give her shirt off her back to whoever needed it more than her. Her and I were a lot alike.
She denies any conflict with Kayla, denies the confession video is real. Then, almost in passing, while describing the last time she saw her,
anyone you talk to about me will tell you I'm such a sweetheart.
Okay, I believe it.
Last contact I had with her was just shortly before whatever happened to her, and it kills me. I had just talked to her about maybe the day before or maybe a few days before she had passed at the grocery store.
Okay. When was that?
Around Valentine's Day.
the exact timeline of the murder was never made public. Valentine's Day is nearly 2 weeks before Kayla's body was ever found. Detective Peterson, in charge of the case, doesn't confront her on it, not yet. He shows her the confession video instead.
I'm not making this up. I'm not here to trick you. We have a video of you saying that you were the one that killed her.
No. I would never kill anybody. Because I'm a sweetheart. I would never hurt anybody.
Listen, that's why I take the time.
A day in my life.
That's why I take the time to talk to you.
So it's 5 videos.
We'll go through them all.
Unless they're trying to pin this on me that I had nothing to do with.
Well, let's watch these, and I want to talk to you because let's just.
How many? I know you didn't say the number I heard, right? 16?
I was all forced. They forced me to say all that.
Let's watch them all, and then I want to hear.
How'd you get there? How'd you get her there?
See, you can clearly tell they're trying to set me
In a
up.
white van. This isn't my first time. That's why I'm trying to get you. Listen.
Obviously, I want your side to that. Right? That's why we're here. So what is your side to that?
My side to it is I had nothing to do with Kayla's death.
Because you can really help us, okay? And in turn, I don't make guarantees, but there's a chance you might help yourself. But I want to make something clear. We know when Kayla died, okay? And we also know that we have a video of you with Steve, okay, and Narina, very short time after her death, together at a party store. I do not think you're the mastermind. I think that there's a lot of influence by Steve. There's no doubt there's a lot of influence by Steve.
Do you want to talk to me again?
I think I'm done for today.
Okay.
My stress level's getting too high. It's literally making me sick.
She immediately realized and shuts the interview down before he can get enough to hold her. The search warrant for Stephen's apartment finally comes through. Inside his home lies evidence that at least 7 people had been living in one cramped one-bedroom unit. A recurring symbol throughout the home was the Grim Reaper. Stephen had adopted the name Grim. A journal found inside Stephen's home refers to Narina as Lady Death. The group's own name for itself was the Reapers. A Facebook photo of Stephen and Narina's wedding from February 14th, Valentine's Day, helps officers pin down the timeline. Present in the photo was Stephen, Narina, Bryn, Kaylyn, and 2 more people investigators haven't identified yet, Alexander Faco and Sierra Bemis. Stephen is finally brought in, but he denies any involvement in Kayla's murder, and then trying to shift blame onto Bryn by saying this.
Answer some questions, whatever you guys got, the best as I know, but my mom says she's going to try to do everything she can to get me a lawyer and everything.
So, is that, you want to answer our questions?
But I can stop anytime.
You can stop anytime you want.
Okay, go ahead.
You know Kayla Sedoskey?
That's my ex-girlfriend. Me and her had passed for years. And
tell me about her.
I miss that girl, but she was a handful. She was like, me and her, we always argued all the time.
About what?
Just she'd get jealous if I'm talking to somebody. Like, if I'm talking to a cousin that's a female, she would think I'm cheating on her. And then she would threaten me, like she was gonna kill me. She pulled a gun out on me and Brian.
So you were not involved in the planning and execution of Kayla's death?
No, I was not.
Was Bryn involved?
He was with me at the time. And the only time he wasn't with me, no, Brian came down there. Yeah, because he drove with us.
And when you say he was with me at the time, at what time?
When we were going on our honeymoons and when we went to South Carolina.
You said that he was with me at the time. What do you mean?
Oh, like when I was going down to South Carolina and Florida.
Right, what is it?
Kayla's time of death was never released publicly. Stephen just placed himself at the scene without being asked. Detective Peterson lays it out plainly with a Facebook conversation between Stephen and Bryn from Boysville, the night of the murder that Stephen insists doesn't exist.
Remember when we started talking, right?
Yeah.
I told you, I know everything about you, Steve. I know everything about, I know more about your wife and your Bryn and yourself probably than you do. So, and I'm going to ask you straight up, is there any reason, or I should say, would it surprise you to know that we have a Facebook conversation between you and Bryn at Boysville that night?
No, you don't.
I can guarantee we do.
Well, this is where I need my lawyer then.
Okay.
After Stephen was met with the truth, he shuts down completely. Even without a confession, the fellowship Stephen spent years building is already gone. His own wife has started talking. And with Bryn, Sierra, and Alexander's stories now being compared side by side, the contradictions are impossible to hold together. The picture the investigators put together was: Bryn catfished Kayla on Facebook for weeks, arranged to pick her up on February 15th, and drove her directly to Boysville, where Stephen, Kaylyn, and Sierra were already waiting. Kaylyn fired the shots. Sierra stood lookout. Alexander supplied the gun and later got rid of it. Narina never went to the scene at all. She stayed at the apartment monitoring a police scanner, ready to warn the group if officers got close. Stephen orchestrated the entire plan and never touched the gun. All 6 are eventually convicted. Stephen Bales was charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder and was sentenced to life without parole, plus a second life sentence with the possibility of parole. Narina Bales charged with second-degree homicide and received 13.5 to 30 years in jail. Sierra Bemis was charged with second-degree homicide. Alexander Faco pleaded guilty for tampering with evidence and accessory charges and received 5 to 10 years. Bryn Smith and Kaylyn Ramsey, no contest, second-degree homicide, 40 to 60 years each. As for Kaylyn's claim of 16 murders, investigators were never able to tie her to any other killing. The working theory is that it was fabricated under pressure, possibly by Stephen and Bryn, to use the video evidence to control her. But detectives haven't closed the door on it either. There's no way to know for certain whether Kayla was the group's first victim or simply the first one anyone found.